Okay, so welcome everyone. I have a little adjustment to make here. Lovely day this day. After all the rain, when the sun shines, it seems a little bit brighter even than after rain than it does seem, I don't know. Anyway, it's a beautiful, beautiful day. So, ah, and aren't we lucky we had all that rain? So let's go ahead and begin our practice today with our ceremony, our Shenzhen ceremony. So we'll go ahead and breathe into our hand. Purification. And then the left hand rises up to the heavens, greeting the universe and bringing that beautiful universal love right down, connecting with the earth, the love and the beauty of the earth. You can just hold that for a breath or two. Feeling almost how we're just beginning to invite that beautiful chi. Invite awareness of it. It's always there. Just invite ourselves to be aware of this beautiful chi. And then we'll go ahead and circle around it, circle through it. And the other day, somebody was talking about where we put our awareness, where we put our attention is almost a devotional practice, or it is a devotional practice. We're bringing love to those things that we bring our attention to, our awareness to. And so let's go ahead and just slow it down, slow down these sways. And then with our nice gentle fist, we'll cross from one side and reaching over as far as we can. Say we start with our left hand, we just go as far as we can across to perhaps the right side or just maybe to the middle. Wherever we're going is fine, because we definitely can get the left side of our body and we'll get the right side when we start engaging our right hand. So we'll get under the arms and then come down to the fingertips and then turn the palm downward and come up the yang side of our arm. And then we'll take the other hand, start at the groin, going across the body as far as we can. Our love taps, giving ourselves some love, self-care as well. Getting the neck, and then we'll get under the arm and turn the palm upward and get down to our fingertips and turn the palm downward. And we'll get all the way up to our neck and get around the neck. I've never really done the front of my neck too much. Anyway, and then we'll get our head. And then let's get our backs. And our tush. And remember, if you can't reach any of these areas, to visualize yourself reaching. And then we'll come, the kidney channel. So get either side of the spine, starting up. Probably as far as your hands can meet, it's exactly where the kidneys might be. And then you come down the kidney channel and down the outside of your legs. And up the inside. And down the backside. And from the toes all the way up to the groin. Nice. Okay, and so now we'll flick our wrists and we can lift up our heels. That's available. Very nice. Okay, and I want to add a little bit of a tapping today. So first thing we're going to do is tap around the collarbones, either right near the collarbones, underneath the collarbones, but wherever your fingers want to take you. And as you're tapping, you'll breathe in. We'll do this breath 3 times, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then we're going to get around the sternum and the thymus gland. It was called to my attention that the thymus gland, and I'm sure I've known this someplace, but or heard it, but the thymus gland actually generates T cells, and the T cells are one of the beginnings of are the things that activate the immune system. So I've heard that it's a good thing to tap the thymus gland 20 seconds 3 times a day to keep our immune system healthy. And with what's going on right now, I think that's not a bad thing to do. So I'm sure we've been here more than 20 seconds, and the same breath work here, the inhale and exhale through, inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And then we'll get same breath here, right under the rib cage, or if you want to tap on top of the rib cage, just go where your fingers go, but just at the very end of the rib cage there. The liver and the spleen, liver on the right side, spleen on the left. And the same breath, exhaling through the nose, through the mouth. Nice. And then we'll shake out the hands and we're going to get under our eyes. Same thing here, right around the eye socket, either, gently tapping the eye socket itself or just underneath it, wherever your fingers take you. Okay, so we'll come on back to our neck, and with our hands on our dantian, but weeping willow greets the morning, and just circle around your head, around your neck and shoulders 3 times in one way, and then 3 times the other way. Roughly, 3 or 4 times. And then the same thing with the shoulders. 3 times. Open. Palms facing up. Palms facing down. And then we'll do, I feel this feels so good to me. On my back, twist, and twist, and twist behind, and twist behind, and then up and over again. And let's just do one more little thing so that we round our shoulders back, so we open up the front of our bodies. Okay, and now our hips, circling around the hips. 3 times one direction and 3 times the other direction, really getting into those hips. And then let's go ahead, just with this idea of getting into the hips, of putting our hands, I'll take my sweater off, putting the hands on the small of our back and feeling, it's almost like the fingers are moving more than the base of the hand, because you're really getting into those hips. And the shoulders aren't moving at all, hopefully. Nice. And then just one more rotation around with the hands on the small of our back, one way and then the other. Beautiful. Okay, and then we'll come on down to our knees. So warm up the knees, and you can go as deeply as you want, or or not, or just easy rolls. So listen to your own body. We'll go around and around 3 times in one way, and then the other way. And then 3 times in opposite directions. One way, and then the other way. And then just gliding those knees back and forth. Give them some love again. Okie dokie. And now our feet. So let's see. I have socks on. I think I'm going to take my socks off so maybe you can see a little better there. Okie doke. So let's bring one foot behind and just circle around on the toe and the ankle, one way and then the other. And then we'll bring it in front. Let's see. Bring it out in front and circle around. One way and then the other. And then up and down, side, 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 and shake it on out. And then the other side. Circle around one way, and then the other, and then come on up, and circle that foot around the ankle. One way, and then the other. And then up and down, and up and down, side, 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 and shake it on out. Good. And just we probably all of us have socks on. It's a cold morning, but whenever you can, like maybe you're finishing your shower, try to really get in between those toes. Just open up the toes of the foot. That's a nice nurturing thing to do for our feet, and actually for our whole body. Okay, so now we'll work on our hands. So we pull back and down one hand and then the other in the wrist. And then interlacing the fingers, just circling them around, trying to keep your elbows relatively still here. Nice. So that you really get into the wrists. And then we'll just circle around the elbows, about 3 times one way and 3 times the other. Okay, and then tapping. Again, our love taps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Keeping your body nice and relaxed as you're doing this. Shoulders relaxed, facial muscles relaxed. And then with our curled fingers, palms, fingers, and thumb, 9 times, and then the back of the hand. And the other hand. And then our eagle's beak, or 5-pointed tap. Again, our 9 is the magic number. And I think it's okay, maybe, I think any number that you use. If it's 8, it'll be the magic number. If it's 10, any number we use when we're giving ourselves this lovely self-care, it's good. Okay, so now we're going to get between our fingers with the soft hand, with both hands soft. then between our thumb and all of our fingers. And then the backs of our hands. Lovely, okay. And then we'll just massage our hands and massage out anything that no longer serves us. The chi. Just remember, this chi is so intelligent, it knows exactly where to go. All chi can be reused. Okay, and so shake that out, and then we'll do our little facial here. So double knuckles across the sacred forehead. From the middle, right above the eyebrow, to the temples, and from the eyebrow up to the hairline. Starting, thinking of that beautiful third eye point. It's the starting place. And then we circle around the temples. And for some reason, I'm called to just tune into that third eye point. Maybe let's just put each index finger right around there and just give that a little rotation in both directions. That connects us, that kind of helps us connect to the pituitary gland. And then we'll take our index finger behind our ear. Oh, I don't think I didn't get the above the ear with our double knuckles. So above the ear, in front of the ears, and then the jaw joint. Keep your shoulders relaxed as you're doing this. And then index finger behind the ear, middle finger in front, and then massage the whole inner and outer ear. The whole back and front of the outer ear. And then we get our face, and you can either use your double knuckles or your fingertips, getting around the eyes, the eye socket, the cheekbones and the cheek, the nose, the lips, all around the mouth. And then you can take your fingers on top of the jawbone and your thumb underneath and trace it down to your chin. And then we'll get around our neck. Actually smoothing around the neck here, that helps. There are lots of lymph nodes there, stimulates the lymph nodes, gives them to some TLC. And then we'll get behind the head a bit. Did we tap our head? I can't remember. Anyway, so it can't hurt to do it again. So go ahead and just gently tap your head. And then let's get behind the head, on the neck, on either side of the spine there. And I like to lift up my the occipital ridge, the base of the skull there. Nice. Okay, and now we'll just dust off what no longer serves us. The chi that we no longer need, making room for all this beautiful chi that we're going to be gathering up. So wherever you are, whether you're sitting or standing, allow your spine to be erect. And if you're standing, allow your knees to be soft, straight but soft. And then the same thing with the arms and hands, with all softness, and gather up all the beauty of the universe. life-giving chi. Actively calm, calmly active. Sense of strength and well-being. Love. Light. Life. Peace. Power. Confidence, or humility and confidence. Beauty. And joy. Wisdom. Bring in silence of the way. Bring it all the way down, right into your dome. Appreciate the silence. Okay, so today I was remembering one of the um, qigong exercises. It was that we used to do um, that I'd like to do today. And what it is, and it seems like a really nice one for New Year's Day. So I'm gonna for New Year's Eve, New Year, to welcome in the new year. And so you start with your feet. If you're sitting, wonderful. And even if you're sitting, you could maybe start with your feet about hip distance apart. And then what we'll do is we'll turn our left foot out, and it doesn't really matter, but step forward with your right foot, making sure that you don't step right in front of your left foot, but you step over to the side of your left foot. And then we'll pull this left hip forward a little bit. And the first thing we'll do is gather the chi, just kind of like we did. We'll gather it into our dantian. So we just circle around, bringing that chi right on in. And we're not bending over. We're just going straight back and forth. The weight from the back foot to the front foot. And just feel all that wonderful energy that we just gathered up being almost multiplied as it comes into our body, as we bring it right down into our dantian. Bringing that beautiful energy, nurturing, vitalizing. And so then we're going to come to the top. I'll do this on the next part. So now we're going to give it out. And the wonderful thing about giving it out is that it doesn't diminish us at all. It's kind of like a candlelight. when we light somebody else's candle with our candlelight, it doesn't diminish the light of our candle. So this is what we'll do. And just say to ourselves, all blessings to all of life. All of life. All peace to all of life. And loving kindness. Just go into a little meditation with this as you're giving all these blessings to all of life, all surrounding us, filling us, all life throughout, not just the earth, the whole universe. Nice. And then come to the top and bring that foot in and equalize our feet. And then turn the right foot out. Step the left foot straight ahead, not in front of the right foot, but off to the side. And then we'll just bring that into our body. Those blessings, that vital chi. Always there. And then we'll come to the top and give all blessings to all life. Even remembering there's life in the rocks, in the sand, and of course in all plants and trees, flowers, and birds and butterflies, and bees. All of humanity, all blessed. Peace and goodwill. And come on back. And this is what I would have loved to have done before, but it's just fine now. Is let's just hold this lovely ball of energy again, and just maybe circle our hands around. And as we do this, we may be able to feel a little tingling of warmth in our hands. Maybe yes, maybe no. And then we'll come on back to holding it right around our hearts and expand on the inhale. And gently contract on the exhale. Get a feeling that you're pulling taffy, almost like you're pulling taffy as you feel that energy between your hands. And if you don't have that feeling, that's fine. Just know it's there. Come back again and let's just circle our hands again around that lovely ball of energy. Nice. And then let our arms rest down at our sides. And this is a zone 10 movement. And first we sort of want to rock everything over to one side, but then what we're going to start to do is bring a little curve into our bodies. As you go to one side, you're lifting up a heel. Then you can kind of, again, continue with that ball feeling. So you're bringing the ball way up and expanding that ball of energy. So when you rock over to the right, your left heel, and you'll turn your body. You're making an arc with your body towards the right. Maybe that might, and then you lift your left heel and press your right heel down. And actually, let's do it the opposite way. So when you lift up to the left, press your left heel down. You might feel more of an expansion through the side. And then we'll slow it down. The Shenzhen Qigong of unconditional love. Just a moving meditation there. Okay, so we'll come on back and we'll do, and actually we'll sort of end the Qigong, the Shenzhen and then the Qigong we'll end that part of our practice by doing our Zongtian movement, purifying our bodies. Actually, this time when we end it, we are thanking the universe and the earth. Flowing in, thanking ourselves, and then the heart of the heart of the universe. Thank you. Gratitude, appreciation, the heart of humanity, and the heart of the earth. With thanksgiving and deep appreciation. Okay, and so now we'll do a few push-ups. Our good old push-ups. Trying to get our upper body a little bit strengthened here. So come, find your wall, which is better, I think, but I'm doing it on the arm of my couch sofa. And 3 times, come in, make sure your hands are above our, your wrists are equal with your shoulders or a little bit below. And then after you've done 3 times, step back. Do it again, keeping your body nice and straight. And then step back again. If you can just do it, from the same position, of course, 3 times. Or just take a baby step back. Okay, very nice. And I kind of want, I would love to just do a little bit of help with balance, because balance is so important. So let's go ahead and we're going to do a really, really easy balancing pose. So thinking of what in yoga they call the locks. There are 3 locks. One's called Mula Bandha at base of our pelvis, which we work with when we do our pelvic floor exercises. But you're not lifting like 100%. You're lifting just about 10%. And then, and I've talked about this one too, Uddiyana Bandha, right? Around a little above the navel, around the solar plexus area. And then there's one at the throat too. And I can't remember the name of that, but just a gentle lift in all of those areas. And you might feel that it kind of takes a little tiny bit of weight off of your legs and brings it and lets the core of our bodies do a little bit what it's really meant to do, to really support the legs as they walk around. So, and then in yoga, they do something called keeping your eyes on a drishti, which is a non-moving object in front of you. And you just like softly gaze at, I'm sure all of us have something in front of us that's a non-moving object, but it's a soft gaze. It's not an intense gaze. Just a nice soft gaze. And then from here, what we'll do with those gentle lifts is just to come onto the toes of one hand, just onto the toes. And you might feel a little wobble, and that's okay. This really is a balancing pose. Now see if you can just lift up your toe, lift your toes off the ground for even 3 seconds. And then put them back, and then maybe you can lift them up a little longer. And put them back. And if you have no problems with balance at all, it could be easy. This is easy peasy, but for some of us, it's not so easy. And then we'll just do it one more time. Lift up for 3 seconds and down again. Okay. And we'll do the same thing with the other foot. Again, reconnecting to those gentle lifts throughout the center of our body. And reconnecting with our drishti, the non-moving object in front of us, will come up onto the toe of the other foot. Now, if it feels like you can, when I say put your toe down, if it feels like you can keep it up longer, please do. But I'm just going to lift it up for 3 seconds, and then put it down, and then again 3 seconds, and put it down, and then again for 3 seconds. And put it down. Just, it's like the muscles that the balancing muscles and the sense of equilibrium is just a skill that can be developed over time, just like any practice. It's a practice. We have to continue. We have to do it. I guess if we want to develop any kind of skill, we really have to, repeat it. Okay, so let's come on back to settle in. Come on, get our chairs and settle into the chair. And we'll do our pelvic floor exercise. And so the pelvic floor, of course, is breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, through pursed lips. And we'll lift up as we breathe in, as we we breathe, we lift up the pelvic floor as we exhale through our pursed lips. So inhale and relax, and exhale, lift up the pelvic floor. And inhale, relax. 5 times we'll do this. Exhale, lift. Relax. Exhale, lift. Inhale, relax. Exhale, lift. Inhale, relax. Exhale, lift. Inhale, relax. And then we'll do one side. Just, and you can pick one side either by scooting over to the edge of the chair or just staying where you are and consciously lifting one side without pressing your foot too much into the ground. You might need it for guidance, and without leaning over too much. So we'll come over to one side and again, same breath work here. Inhale, relax. Exhale, lift. Exhale, lift, and relax. Exhale, lift. Relax. 2 more times. And lift. And relax. And we'll come on over to the other side. Okey-doke. So inhale, exhale, lift, and relax. Exhale, lift, and relax. Exhale, lift. Relax. Exhale, lift. Relax. And exhale. And relax. Okay, come on back to center. And just settle in, feeling, bringing that sense of ease into your body again. And just for the fun of it, we're going to go in a different direction. So pull back on your left hip. Turn your rib cage to the left. Turn your shoulders to the left and bring your arms, into a place that's suitable. Your left arm behind your body, probably. Your right arm maybe around your thigh. And touching the thigh or even lower back. Shoulders are relaxed and the head is relaxed. You can look over your left shoulder perhaps, but make sure your neck feels comfortable. And then keeping the body in the same position, turn your head either, in any way that feels right for you, and maybe over your right shoulder. Nice. And then we'll ease. And the same thing on the other side. So pull back on the left hip, turn the rib cage to the left, and then the shoulders to the left. I'm sorry, to the right. I'm going to the right. And then bring your arms in a comfortable position, probably right arm behind you. Maybe the left hand on your hip or on your thigh. And around your back. Look over your right shoulder if it feels right. Then keeping the body in the same position, turn your head all the way to the opposite shoulder. And then come on back. Very nice. And so let's do our eye exercise. So I don't need to take my glasses off for this actually. So we'll keep our head as still as we possibly can. As we just look up as high as we can and down as high as we can. 3 times. Up, down. Did I say down as high as we can? Down as low as we can. Up and down. And then look all the way to one side and then the other 3 times. Try not to raise your eyebrows. I just noticed I did. Back and forth. Okay, and then from diagonally, from upper, it doesn't matter, of course, upper right, lower left. Just to give an indication. 2 times. Okay, and then the opposite, maybe upper left, lower right. Keeping your facial muscles as still as you can, really get into those eyes. Okay, and then circle your eyes around with the eye socket, making as large a circle as you possibly can. 3 times in one direction. And then 3 times in the other direction. Okie doke. And then we'll do the thumb. So I'm going to go look this way. So we're bringing our thumbnail up in front of our eyes. We look at our thumbnail, which is about 12 to 14 inches in front of us. And then we look as far away as we can, even to the end of the room if we don't have a window, or even farther if you do have a window. And you just go back and forth, like maybe 10 times or so. with near distance, far distance. Yeah, this beautiful sunny day I have. Okie doke. So there we go. And then we'll give our eyes some love by warming up our hands, especially that pad, mostly the pad underneath the thumb. Just really get some friction going there. So you feel a little heat. And then just place that pad right over your closed eyes, your eyelids. You can rest your fingertips on your head, the top of your head, and just hold that there for, three or five breaths, 3, 4, 5 breaths. Kind of intentionally bringing love into your eyes. And then just bring your hands down into your laps. Peace and blessings to everybody for a wonderful new year. And let's just know that we will bring, we will be the peace that we want to see in the world. That peace starts with each and every one of us. It starts with me. And, and as we take care of ourselves, it just means one more person in the world that's being taken care of. And it really does help give us the opportunity to take care of others. So as self-care is actually a very generous act. So lots and lots of love and very, very happy New Year to everybody. Namaste. And I just do want to say my yoga, I end a lot of yoga classes in this class too. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Again, namaste. Namaste.